wonderful world of dodgy movies. I'm your host, movie and TV Mistress. This week, I watched Soul Man.
Harvard Law School.
Yeah! Yeah!
Tuition and fees, $10,493.
Harvard Law School. This is a big day for all of us. That's why I've decided to let you pay your own way.
Estimated annual living expenses,
You ever applied for a loan before?
$7,500.
Mr. Watson, you don't pay your bills. Get out.
Total for 3 years of law school.
Wait a second, look at this. Full tuition for the most qualified applicant, most qualified black applicant.
$53,979.
Don't you think you're overreacting?
No.
Congratulations, Mr. Watson.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best.
Some people will do anything to get into Harvard.
It's gonna be great! These are the 80s, man! It's the Cosby decade!
For Mark Watson, all it took was a little soul.
I'd like you to meet my good friend, Kareem Abdul-Ali.
We got Washington here on the coin toss, so he'll take Leon.
That's Watson.
Right. Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah, there may be a problem here. Your roommate was a
What?
black Negro.
A black Negro?
You know, there's something really strange about you, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, God, is she beautiful? You gotta believe me.
He must have learned a great deal more than you bargained for.
Tell her I'm white.
Don't tell her you're white!
What's going on?
Can we blame him for the color of his skin? Mom, Dad, I'm black.
What? No, you're crazy.
Mark Watson.
Come on now!
From the producer of Risky Business, Soul Man. He didn't give up. He got down.
Right on. You really hate the Beach Boys now?
So, what's Soul Man, you may ask? It's a 1986 film directed by Steve Miner, starring C Thomas Howell, Ray Dawn Chong, James Earl Jones, Ed Gross, and introducing Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Anyway, it's about a rich white guy who gets into Harvard Law School with his best friend, and then his parents decide to not give him any money to go to college and decide to spend that money on a holiday home in the Bahamas. So he has no way of getting into and paying for his college tuition. He can't get a loan because he's got no credit, and he has no options for scholarships unless he becomes a black person. So he becomes a black person. He ODs on some tanning tablets. It's a throwaway line at the start of the movie that there's tanning tablets and he's overdosed on them, and that explains why he's now black and has afro hair. So there's a few films and TV shows and stuff referred to as Soul Man. So when you search Soul Man, you'll get the 1986 film starring C Thomas Howell. You might even find the Dan Aykroyd sitcom from the late 90s where he plays a single father minister called Soul Man. Or you might find the Cedric Entertainer sitcom called The Soul Man. Or you might find the Samuel L. Jackson film Soul Men. But more often than not, you'll find the song Soul Man that is played throughout this movie. Yes, this movie is racist. It's racist from the very start of the movie, and it's all about racism. But Sarah, how could you watch a film that's so racist? Yeah, I know. I made a joke back at the start when I was doing these videos that I thought maybe I should review Soul Man, but I wasn't ready for watching C Thomas Howell blackface it up. About 2 or 3 days after that video was put up on YouTube, I happened to be in a second-hand video store, and I happened to see this on a shelf in said store, and I laughed, and I went, I can't believe that's on the shelf. I haven't seen that film since I was a kid. I hadn't. And I took it as a sign that maybe I should buy it. I ummed and ahed about it. I ummed and ahed about it because I was like going, can I buy this? Am I going to be seen as racist for buying this film? Now, when I was a kid, and I remember watching this as a small child, I thought it was hilarious. The same way that I really enjoyed films with Whoopi Goldberg in it, like Jumpin' Jack Flash. You know, I loved that scene in Jumpin' Jack Flash where she's a little black woman in a big silver box being dragged down the street. I thought it was hilarious. Look, as kids, we don't quite understand all the politics and the political correctness and the racism and sexism that's going on in the world. We're kids. We see something funny, we laugh. We see somebody do something stupid, we laugh. So I laughed a lot at this film when I was a kid. When I watched it the other day, I didn't laugh very much. I found it quite awkward to watch. And I looked at it as an adult would look at it, and as somebody who's grown up in the past 30 years, and I thought about it and went, is this kind of like watching all those actors back in the 60s when they would play Asians, like, you know, Tony Randall, he played the many faces of Dr. Lau. Then you've got Peter Sellers, and you've got the worst one of all, Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's. I mean, I didn't realise as a kid how racist it was because I was a kid. Now, yes, the film is racist. But it does have a point. The jokes aren't funny. They try too hard and they go over the top with some of the racist stereotypes. Or at least I feel that they do. So, there's this dinner scene.
Raspberry tart, Mark?
Oh, no thank you. I really couldn't eat another bite. All my life, I've only been able to think about one thing. White women. And now, at last, I'm going to have one.
Bundy Dunbar, how many times have I asked you not to watch that thing at the dinner table?
Daddy, did I tell you Mark's going to Harvard Law School on scholarship?
Yes, you did.
Go get my heroin and my hypodermic needle, bitch. Give me some more watermelon while you're at it.
Yes, dear.
White fat ass slut. What you looking at?
It's an awkward watch. It's ridiculous in its premise. It feels like at times if you're not aware of the film and if you've not watched the film and you've seen the trailer, you probably get the impression that this film is about how it's not fair that white people don't get these sort of scholarships and only black people get these scholarships, so maybe we should all blackface it up so we can get into college. It's not what the film's about. That's a minor part of the film. Once he's in college, that's kind of left on the back burner until he finds out that technically Ray Dawn Chong's character should have got the scholarship had he not taken it. So, it's a romantic comedy and it deals with racism. It's a movie where it is trying to shine a mirror at you as an audience member on the stupidity of racism and how, well, just how stupid we all are for being racists. And that's a lovely and very valid and thought-provoking point that should be made about how stupid racism is. And it goes there and then it pulls back. and it tries to go back again, and then it pulls back just at the end, and it never goes far enough to actually deal with it. So it tries to go there, and even Siskel and Ebert, when they did their review of this movie back in the 80s, even said that it had some points where it was going to go further, and then it just holds back, and it just holds back. The romantic storyline between C Thomas Howell and Rae Dawn Chong goes so far, but holds off on them kissing, so you never see them kiss, because that would be too far. Look, there have been many a movie that has done blackface over the years, and one of the most recent ones, of course, was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. But that was shining a light on Hollywood and saying how stupid it was to cast a white person in ethnic roles. But it was also showing that the thing about actors is, and has always been, is you are hired as an actor to portray a role. Therefore, you must learn and become that role. So, Robert Downey Jr. is playing a method actor who goes all out and becomes a black person. It's a huge debate. This is not the video for it, and I can't really keep going into this, but this movie is very bad. It's not awful. It's not good. It's mediocre. It could have done so much more with the premise. It could have looked at racism a bit deeper. Yes, the main character learns some lessons and realises, and he does admit at the end when James Earl Jones says to him, "You've learnt something that no one else has learnt, and you've learnt what it's like to be a black guy," and he goes, "No, I haven't." And I actually appreciate the fact that he didn't say, "Yes, I know exactly how black people..." He's like, "No, I don't. I can leave whenever I want." He had a point. Yes, he had learned a little bit about what it was like to be black. But he'd also learned that, yes, I'm still a white person, and I can take this off, and I can go and be white and not be assaulted or abused. So there was some points in this film, and and from that point of view, I can see why James Earl Jones was in this film. I can also see why Rae Dawn Chong was in this film. But I can also see from the other side why Spike Lee and other people were so anti this film and were against it, and there was protests. I can also see from 1986 why this was number 3 at the box office after Crocodile Dundee and something else. But still, I get it. That was 1986. It was a weird year. There was a lot of bizarre things, and technically, if you think about it, Crocodile Dundee is freaking... I don't know if it's racist, but it's very... It doesn't portray Australia in a very good way. It portrays Australia in that stereotypical way by an Australian. Just saying. So, that's my review on Soul Man. Took a while. I got there in the end. And I'll be back very soon with another video. Haven't decided what to watch yet, but any suggestions are greatly appreciated. And remember, comment down below, people. Thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button right there for me, please. Oh, and if you do hit the subscribe button, apparently there is a little bell, and it will notify you when I upload. So, yay me. I'm learning every week, you know. And I'm still learning how to do this video stuff, but at least the lighting's got better. Anyway, remember folks, there's a lot of dodgy films out there, and I happen to watch a lot of them. Bye!